You know, that video really wasn't that serious. Certainly not enough to have 118 comments. God damn. Well, since it was so fun last time, let's take a look at the comments on this video. Because there's over 100, I don't know if I'm going to go through them all. I might not. I was a little active in the comments earlier, but when the comments just kept coming in and in, I'm just like, I'm not gonna deal with every stupid idiot in the comment section. We'll make a video of it later, and the later has finally arrived just over a week later. Let us get right into the comments, shall we? Have some fun with the idiots, Elden Ring elitist idiots, right? Let's do it. Once again, and as always, please do not harass anyone in this video. If you see something you disagree with online, just ignore it. Just leave it alone. Or just make a video and laugh at it like I do. But don't engage in this kind of shit. We're going to start off a lighthearted one. This is the pinned comment on the video. It will be the pinned comment forever. As someone who has beaten Shadow of the Erdtree once and is currently on my second run, play the game how you want to play it. Joy and happiness is free. Why did this sound like Uncle Iroh made this comment? That's so pure-hearted. Far too pure-hearted for the internet, let alone my stupid comment section. You know, I may not be the biggest YouTuber out there. In fact, I'm fairly confident I'm not. But I'm the only YouTuber who has Uncle Iroh in his comment section. Let's go. I agree completely. However, much like every discussion on the internet, most people only listen to their own argument. I mean, that's not the point, clearly from this video. There are lots of people who do not agree with me, who just like to come in and cause mischief and chaos. They may only agree with their side, but they do like to listen in and put in their 2 cents that nobody asked for. I absolutely needed summons for an enjoyable experience on my first playthrough. Remember what the dude said. Elden Ring is not about having fun. So you failed right there. But the sense of accomplishment from beating the game without summons was much higher. Oh, so you did it twice. Okay, so what? Which I think is the good faith arguments against summons. It's an achievement to strive for, not a necessity for gameplay. Well, that could be said about anything. Of course, if you play the game at an artificially higher difficulty level, you're going to get a greater sense of achievement for doing that artificially high achievement. Like, that's a complete nothing comment. Like, okay, well in that case, why don't you do it no rolling, no dodging, no running? People have done it. Do it at level 1. Do it with 1 HP, 1 MP, 1 stamina. Do it against 10 enemies. All 10 enemies at a time. It's irrelevant. But we're not saying that you have a great... I did not say, at least I did not intend to say, that you don't have a higher sense of accomplishment by having a higher difficulty. I say it is redundant and stupid to impose your higher difficulty on other players who do not want to play on that higher difficulty. Particularly in Elden Ring that wasn't there before. Tell me you're not a FromSoft veteran without telling me you're not a FromSoft veteran.
You sure about that? 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 You sure about that?
Trust me, bud. They've always been there, just as loud as always. Well, I wasn't listening. I wasn't making videos around there, so no one came to me. I did not go out of my way to go to see some toxic idiots tell people that they're scrubs for playing the game differently. I'm sorry you had to go over there. I'm sorry you wasted your time listening to random nobodies on the internet say you're not a true gamer unless you play the game at my specific level. I'm sorry you play Dark Souls and Elden Ring at a higher difficulty than you wanted to impress people on the internet who don't give a shit about you. Do not use summons. There were no summons per se in the original Dark Souls. You had PC summons, but that was always the thing. Don't use PC summons. Do not use bleed. Don't use... Okay, so you even make the distinction between summons and co-op. So we're not talking about the Dark Souls. They never had... Oh, fucking NPC summons like Solaire. I forgot those even existed because I never used them. Don't use bleed. Don't co-op. That build is OP. Don't be overleveled. Why play the game at all if you can't fight the boss like this? Or phrases I've heard since the dawn of the first demon. So have I, but I never cared. I only care when you post comments on my videos, and if you comment on my videos, expect a clapback. Do you think being 100 levels over for the boss fight is a good thing to do, or in your first playthrough anyway? What is this guy talking about? I don't really care about this comment chain, so I'm just gonna ignore the rest of it. My guy, play the game literally how the fuck you want. You bought it. Exactly, yeah. On some bosses, I prefer not using summons because they really throw me off and cause me to mess up. How do the summons mess you up? But whenever I get to do a boss fight that I hate, I just summon marionette soldiers to pelt the boss affairs. Do what you want. I posted a clip of a boss fight on Facebook I was proud to beat, and the Elitists came on my post so hard trying to tell me how to play the game to the point the post went viral. It got to a point that I had to ask who was going to pay for the game that they're trying to gatekeep. They think doing a no-hit run will make them a fucking Guinness Book World Record or some shit, Lamau, right? They really do. Like you saw in the comment chain in the original video. The dude literally said he was a god because he beat the original Dark Souls without summons or some shit. It's literally insane. Me and the Mimic beat the game. I loved it. I don't see the problem of using the Mimic or not. It's not cheating or an exploit. It's a mechanic. Yes, it is. To use if you want summons. Yeah, I don't understand it either. It is fucking insane. It is the equivalent of saying no crafted items. It is the equivalent of saying no torrents. Like, the point of the game... It's in the game for a reason to use. Use it. Oh shit, man. Keep making this. This is good. I have small channel 2, and I didn't do any challenge run because I always fed up with the spam and non-stop combos. I just do PvP, then move on to new things. Hey, how you doing? Well, I am currently doing that thing now of responding to stupid comments on the internet. So let's go. You're making assumptions about why the developers made the changes to the game to fit your narrative. This is true. I do this a lot. I should really get better about this if I do make more videos like this. I tend to put my opinions, state my opinions as fact when they are opinions, because I just assume that's just the way I talk, and I just assume if you're talking on the internet, take everything everyone says with a grain of salt. But, I mean, that's correct. I need to talk better when I'm saying that they nerfed the game because of the tryhards not using summons for Radon and shit. I do need to get better about that. I find it much more likely that Radon was patched because the game, like most modern games, was released before it was finished. Okay. Now here's my problem with this comment. You're also making assumptions. So, like, we're both making assumptions. Why is your assumption more valid than my assumption? Just throwing that out there. You aren't a real Pokemon fan unless you beat Pokemon Radical Red Hardcore and all. Yeah, right? Like, how many other games are there that are like, you have not played the game, you have not beat it legit, unless you do this challenge run? Like, why? I don't know. I don't understand. I just don't use summon because then I find the bosses to be easy and I want the game to feel like a challenge. Learning bosses' movesets and beating them after working hard feels more rewarding. Not gonna lie though, it's very frustrating for some bosses, and especially since I'm pretty bad in general, right? Well, I always said that the worst thing about Souls games have been the fan base. I'll take your word on that because I never listened to the fan base. I just played the games. That's what you gotta do on the internet. Just ignore everybody else and do what you like. Yeah, the game is meant to be hard, but it gives you ways to make it easier. Just use them and enjoy it and play the game in your own style and way. Exactly. They have 17 different kinds of ways. You can do a strength build, dex build, faith build. You can use summons. You can use overpowered spells. You can do whatever. You can overlevel to hell. It's a legitimate strategy. You can do it. You might cheese it out, as they say, but you can. That's the reason they don't have level caps. That's the reason you can grind for areas. Just so you can do that as a bare level fallback scenario. Just do it like that. I'm glad I stay at the older games because these fuckers only exist on Elden Ring's forums. Yeah, don't listen to people on the internet, especially most of them. Especially me. Good old Hideki, everyone's favorite from... What was the dude's name? God damn. Hidetaka Miyazaki. I don't... Quit making fun of my bad memory. I have the memory of a goldfish. Stop it. It's mostly for everyone people thinking gaming achievements actually amount to anything outside of your own personal enjoyment. Yeah. Bro may be good at Elden Ring, but he's pretty low level and it's a decent human being. God. Shots fired. I saw a video of a guy who beat DS3 using a Guitar Hero controller. So by the nerd's logic, he has cheated his way through an Elden Ring because he used a controller. I want to see him use a Guitar Hero controller. If he wants to spawn the Dark Souls community, I'll wait along. That would be amazing. I don't think he has that kind of dual setup. Anything below a no-hit fist only level 1, every enemy is consort Radon run is a disgrace. Exactly. You didn't beat Elden Ring, your mimic did. Okay. I mean, the game says otherwise. First off, all you saw was my fight against the Shadow Tree avatar. You don't know how I played the base game, idiot. Or just get good. I did. I won. I beat the game. Beat the DLC too. What you gonna do? Or just get good. I did get good. I won. I beat the game. The game has been won. I beat the game using everything that the game allows me to. Who cares? Question is, how do you... Whatever. 850 hours. Brother touch grass. God damn. You can't win with these people. You use summons, get good. You play the game and you do exactly what he says. Learn the movesets. Brother, touch grace. Jesus Christ. Pick a fucking lane. Get good boils down to learning movesets and developing strategies to beat certain challenges. It means beating bosses without cheddar cheese. Yes, the game gives you summon for easy mode if desired, but I honestly find more joy overcoming a challenge myself over frustrating attempts. Okay. That's you. If you played previous Souls games, you would remember that summons are only allowed with humanity. However, humanity allows invaders, so it also was a give and take. This guy, Mimate, needs to meditate a little bit. He clearly is too impatient to get good and hence takes the easy route and claims he... Oh my god, using yikes unironically. My brother self-delete. So, I mean, that's the same... If you played Elden Ring, you would remember that you also get or allow invaders when you summon PCs. My guy. I'm too impatient. So what should I do? Should I spend hundreds of hours in the game? You're going to tell me to touch grass. You're a fucking idiot. What the fuck am I going to do to meditate against Prime Consort Radon? Humanity allows invaders, so there was a give and take. No, there wasn't. Not if you popped your humanity right before a fog wall and you summon a PC like that. Are you saying that was a good strategy? Are you saying that is getting good? Is it? Because I don't think you would. Also, again, let's see your level 1 run. Let's see your level 1 no summoned runs, huh? I also find it incredibly ironic that, like, the original person who posted the video specifically only referred to mimicked here. But a lot of the comments now, especially this one right here, is referring to no summons at all, which is so ironic because the person who made the original comment used summons. You can see there's the summons, there's the summons, there's the summons. So by all these people's understandings, the person who I am attacking, or the person who originally attacked me saying I wasn't a true gamer, isn't a true gamer himself because he used summons. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Amazing. You triggered so many people with this one. Nice job. That was the idea. That was the idea. 31 minutes and 54 seconds of pure skill. No, it's 31 minutes and 54 seconds of pure laughing at an unhinged, deranged maniac. Did you watch? Wait a second. It's 31:55. Did you get the number wrong? Hold on. Why does it have a different number here than it does in the preview? Damn, I went to see if you could see his public subs to see if he was a sub to any, like, video essay YouTubers or shit like that. Because, like, dude, that's like half the fucking... This is half the internet, dude. Vatividia had a 34-minute lore. Is he a yacht master? 49 likes, 63% like ratio. So, some people liked it. If you have actually played since Demon's Souls, then you should have concluded by now that there's an ontological port of the Souls games. What the fuck is... I know I didn't finish school. What the fuck? Relating to the branch of metaphysics dealing with the nature of being. Showing the relations between the concepts and categories in subject area or domain. I'll take your word on that, dude. What? Is yelling at random people online part of the Souls games? I don't think it is, my guy. People that enjoy challenging themselves are drawn to these types of games. So are people who don't like. It's a fucking massive game series now. You can't just say Dark Souls Elden Ring is now limited to this super elite category anymore. That's not the case anymore. Maybe for DS and Demon's Souls and Dark Souls 1, but that's not the case. It has achieved mainstream popularity. EO brought it to the spotlight. No, it's been in the spotlight for a while now, but it's also significantly easier than other Souls games as you make it as easy as you want. You could always make the Souls games as easy as you want by over-leveling or by summoning PCs. What the fuck are you talking about? It's whiplash being seen on both ends for new players not to use the community and for veterans losing their shared sense of challenge and struggle between... But you still have that same sense of challenge between the people who did the challenges. Just because some other people play the game does not make your accomplishments any less. That's amazing. That is some brain rot shit. Other players have beat the game on a slightly less challenging difficulty than the ones I have self-imposed on myself. Therefore, I am losing my sense of community. What are you talking about? The reality is that elitists aren't actually mad at the noobs. Did you read the comment chain from the thing in the video? That dude was an unhinged lunatic who says I was not even allowed to make a SpongeBob meme unless I could do Shadow Tree Avatar without summons. My guy. They're mad that the game they perceived as hard is actually very easy if you exploit broken mechanics. That was always the case. That was always the case. That's why they said, play the game, no summons, or don't summon PC players or else you're cheating. That's why. And because of this, they finally get out to challenge themselves, and playing games like this is diluted since you're highlighting the fact with your playstyle. Literally, how does someone else having fun, doing their own thing, making SpongeBob memes make you less of a gamer? If that's literally your opinion, get off the internet. The internet is not for you. The internet is not for you. Come back when you're older and more mature. So the devs who put these OP things in the game is the one at fault are the players, because clearly as well from the developer, the item is there to use. You're just no different than the people crying about murky hand scythe and PKCS because you got bodied by it, and also because it was the best weapon and the most cancerous one at that. These people who played the game, how they wanted to affect your life? Listen here, buddy. Not everyone is chronically online like you. No one has a lot of time to do a no-hit or no-dodge challenge run. Go do it yourself. Nobody gives a shit about what you accomplished. Do whatever you want and shut up and let other people use what the fuck they want, as long as it was in the game, not a cheat into scripts or give themselves an advantage. Yes. Thank you. Did you even read what I wrote? Yes. It was nonsense. Most people, yourself included, are incapable of seeing where the other side is coming from, because the other side is regarded. Again, other people playing a game does not take away your fun of the game. Other people playing the game on easy does not make it so that your game on hard was any less hard. I haven't said anything about how I play these things or my feelings on the player. Calling someone terminal online with a response like this is some serious projection. Oh, okay, so you weren't talking about yourself. You were just playing the devil's advocate. Well, it's still the responses, dude. The response is still there. If someone else's easier gameplay upsets you to the point that you have to call them out and say that they are scrubs for using this build, you are probably terminally online and need help. A lot of people keep repeating that Miyazaki uses summon, rightfully so. but don't reference the other part of the quote. He admits that he's really bad at the game and he needs to use every tool available at his disposal. What's the point? The truth is that if you're using summons as a clutch, then you aren't good at the game. And from the complete quote, Peter Grocki agrees with this. OP doesn't want to just admit that and move on. Granted, pointing that out doesn't serve much utility in this case and was complete unnecessary. Okay, then again, if you don't do, then like it was said earlier in the comment change, if you don't do a level 1, level 0 shadow tree without dodging, running, rolling, and fighting 3 enemies at the same time, you're not good at the game. You're just using it as a crutch. This could be said about everything in the game. God damn. The fucking jump R2 is a crutch. If you use that, you're a scrub. Great shields with 100% block are a crutch. If you use that, you're a scrub. Bleeds are a crutch. If you use that, you're not good at the game. Where does it end? It literally ends when you use the exact same build, the exact same level, the exact same everything as the person who is commenting to you. That's the only time it ever ends. Well, guess what? I don't have the time, patience, or will to look up every person's build on Elden Ring. I'm just going to play the game how I want. You can call me a scrub if you want. I literally don't care. I'll just make another video laughing at you, calling you an idiot. Just don't be that guy to gloat about being a boss quickly and then explain that you have a cheese build because it's instantly no longer impressive. I mean, I don't think I was, and I don't think the other guy was either. I think this is just a random comment saying, yeah, do whatever you want, just don't be a gloat. I don't know. I mean, people say Mimic Tier, Heavy Fingerprint Shield, and Gonskin Skin Charge are cheese, but they're in the games. Who cares? How you play this game is a character test, and you failed. No, how you play the game... No, the game is just the game. So, you don't have any vids. So, how did you play the game? What was your character test? Also, you don't have failures for character tests or personality tests. Totally the intentions of the creators, yes. I cannot possibly emphasize enough how much I am not reading that. That was a character test. You failed. People whine about elitists are normally louder than the elitists themselves. My guy. Just so everyone's clear on the timeline. Just so everyone's clear on the turn of events. I made a SpongeBob meme. This idiot showed up. Said I wasn't a true gamer because I used the Mimic Tier. How would this even come about? Like, I don't see a world in which a casual sees some dude doing a challenge run on Elden Ring, commenting on their videos, oh my god, you think you're so good because you can beat Elden Ring level 1? Get a life, loser. I don't see that happening a lot. I see a lot happening of people just playing the game how they want to play, and Elden Ring idiots coming in saying you're a fucking scrub. While I was editing this video, I was taking a break, looking at some YouTube shorts, when I noticed a video with a person using a Mimic Tier. So I was like, huh, I wonder if he's in here. And so I checked, and wouldn't you know it, he's complaining about someone using the Mimic Tier again. Fast forward a little bit later, another vid, another Mimic Tier, and there he is again. This dude just goes through Elden Ring meme videos and criticizes people who use the Mimic Tier. So no, excuse me for not believing you when you say people whine about elite are normally louder than the elitists themselves. I don't fucking believe you. Projecting your own insecurities. Elitist detected. I appreciate you policing others on how you think it should be, though. Thanks. Definitely useful. Kind of proving their point by spam replying to... Does he really spam? Don't spam reply. That's lame. Do a one-off and then end it. Or think of something else. I didn't say anything on my own point, dude. You're kind of proving my point. Yes, you did, you fucking idiot. Yes, you did. You don't... How many people actually go online and defend counter arguments that they don't agree with? Oh my god. You made this entire video because you're insecure about using summons. Cope harder, buddy. No, I made this to laugh at regarded comments like yours. Oh god, he does do that on every fucking thing. Dude, that wasn't even that good of a zinger. Come on now. Why would I be... If I were insecure about using summons, Why would I make a video in which summons are clearly visible? Hey look, a meme in which I say I use summons. Hey look, a short where I use summons. Oh look, a short where I say I use summons. Oh look, a short where I'm looking at my summon. If you say so, my guy, if you say so. Damn, that's cheesy. Fingerprint shield and mimic tier. LOL. I get it if you're bad at the game, but it just takes all the challenge. Why do people think mimic tier is this super OP thing that's just gonna one-shot everything? The mimic tier is regarded. Especially when you use the Stitcher, which has the seppuku God of War, and he spends half the game just seppukuing himself. It's been like this since Demon's Souls. Summoning players to help you takes the satisfaction away from most, like anything else in life. To you. Also, Mimic Tier is not another player. I know you think Hidetaka Miyazaki is running every Mimic Tier, but he's actually not. Like anything in life, getting something handed to you and working for it are two different feelings. It's a video game. And if you're going to call a boss easy and use summons, that's just... What boss did I say was easy? I don't remember calling any boss particularly easy. Most bosses are not designed to be 2v1, but they have that in mind. When the developers made Ash summons, they had to script the bosses to figure out how they would interact with Ash summons. You understand that, right? They can't just add this giant complex mechanic with like dozens and dozens of different summons and not take that into consideration for every boss. God damn. I just responded with the laughing emojis. Bro, let people play the game they want. Yes. Here we go again. This is getting embarrassing. Go outside. Bro got ratioed in the YouTube comments. It's time to delete. When this was first put, there was an actual ratio here. It was like 5 likes here, 6 likes here. Even then, like, that's not a ratio to be proud of. This dude is literally posting that same thing everywhere. I can't imagine multiple people are giving you that like. Don't like yourself. Miyazaki used Mimic Tier and Fingerprint Shield. You can go pester him. Did he use Fingerprint Shield? Is he making an annoying YouTube video? I mean, he probably does on why he cares about what other people's opinion on how he should play the game. That wasn't the point of the video. The point was to laugh at some dude who thinks he is a literal god because he could play the game at level 1. Did you miss that part? Jesus, there are more replies to this? God, this chain just goes forever. God, this chain just goes forever. Okay, but that is the final chain in the comments, so I'm going to end it there. Until next time, fuckers, take care and bye.